I'm Michelle Moakland, your personal stylist. I feel like it's been forever, but I know it's only been a couple of weeks. Again, I'm going to have Sharon, my assistant, help us today.
Hi, everyone.
And this question came from Stephanie. Michelle, I keep seeing the half tuck on people and in the magazines, but every time I try it, mine doesn't look like theirs. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so what you could be doing wrong are two main things. First of all, the half tuck is a really simple style hack that looks incredible when done correctly. Now, I say that because it isn't necessarily easy to create, and I've seen half tucks when they're half tucked and they don't look so great. So one, it's possible that you are doing your half tuck and it's not coming out as smoothly or as polished looking as what you're seeing out on the streets. And number two, you might be using a top that isn't really great for doing a half tuck, and I'm going to explain and show you what tops work great with a half tuck and some others that don't work so wonderful. So Sharon here has on a basic white tee, and I love doing a white tee with a half tuck, especially if I've got a cool belt on and I want to kind of showcase and highlight the belt. She's got on a pair of jeans, so remember, if you do have pants or jeans that have loops, we want to feed a belt through those. One of my pet peeves, as you all know, is that I am not a big fan of showing jeans or any belt that has loops without a belt going through. So with Sharon's, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to show you what not to do, which is basically just take that and put it in like that. This looks really sloppy. It doesn't look on purpose. We want something to look effortless, but done in a really nice way. So how would I improve on this? Okay, so I want to straighten this out a little bit so that we get this really beautiful line like this, highlighting the belt. So we don't want to have any ends that are crumpled that are sticking out. So we're just going to basically retuck this and then just kind of curve the ends under so we get this nice, clean, finished line. Exactly. Thank you, Sharon. She used the exact word that I am trying to create, is this kind of nice little draping look. And again, we want to keep it effortless looking, but at the same time, just kind of neat and easily done as opposed to just putting it in and not paying any attention to it. So that's nice. And then as we turn around, it just kind of falls and drapes easily. Now, if this t-shirt was a little bit tighter on her, this might start to ride up and really start to become tight. Then if you're doing it with a really tight t-shirt, it might not be the best t-shirt to use. In fact, even though this one works, I prefer using it with something that's a little bit fuller, and I'll show you this this blue one, that's actually a little bit more lightweight, has a little bit more drape, and so when you do a half tuck, it's going to actually just kind of drape a little bit and feel a little bit more effortless. We're going to have Sharon put this one on so I can show you. Okay, so we've added this, I think it's a linen cotton tee. It's got a lot more drape to it. It's a little bit fuller. And so doing a half tuck with this just kind of makes this beautiful cascading line around her belt. And it just highlights it, helps it look a little bit more polished, and it's just super relaxed and easy. I love this look. So that's how you half tuck a t-shirt. Next, we're going to talk about the white button down. Okay, so this is an example of a button down that I would not do a half tuck with. And I've seen this out on the streets, and I'll share with you why. Because when you half tuck this, it doesn't have a whole lot of drape, and it can just look pretty messy. And so it doesn't have that smooth draping line that I was talking about earlier. However, I do have a button down that I will have Sharon put on next, and you can see why it works with that one. Okay, so you can see that Sharon has on a pretty loose, oversized button down. I personally like this one. If you want something that is more classic but isn't fitted, it will probably work just as well. But it needs to be something that has a little bit of drape to it so that when you do half tuck it, we can create that drape in the front that I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to have Sharon do her own half tuck here. And then I'm going to fix it up a little bit. So sometimes women I've actually seen leave the store or leave their house with doing this. This is not good, okay? It just feels a little messy. It looks a little messy. The sides, we're ruining her beautiful shape here by creating all of this bunchiness around. So I'm just going to straighten this up a little bit by pulling this out. And what we want to do is we want to create that beautiful drape in the front. And you want to turn, I'm always saying turn these ends under. I call it the tuck and roll. Actually, I have several things that I call the tuck and roll, but this is one for the shirt. And you just want to just create this beautiful drape. Love that. That looks gorgeous. So that we can showcase the belt. We haven't lost her shape. We're able to get a nice drape in the back where it's not bunching. So again, do it with a more, not as a loose shirt, or do it with something like this. And then we have one more that I'm going to show you. Okay, so my favorite top to half tuck is a silky blouse. Again, because of the drape, it makes it super easy to do that. So Sharon, why don't you do the half tuck and I'll straighten it out after we do it. Great. So this is the way not to do a half tuck and run out the door. As you can see, the ends, the underneath is showing. It's creating a lot of bunchiness around here. So we want to just improve on this a little bit. So we're going to leave that here. Just what I do is I kind of pull these ends out and then create that soft little roll. So again, the tuck and roll. You just want to fuss with it just a little bit. So we get this nice ease. Again, you can tuck it a little bit more if you want to show the belt or not, but I love this line that it creates, this soft line. Now, we have high-waisted jeans that Sharon is wearing, because Sharon has a beautiful waistline and we want to highlight that waistline. If your jeans are a little bit too low rise, then it makes you look short and squatty. Now, again, this is just a general note. You have to take into consideration your body type. But with Sharon, she has a beautiful waistline, so we put her in high-waisted jeans so that when we do this half tuck, it highlights her nice waist. And then we've got this, again, this beautiful drape, and then turning around, it lays really nicely throughout because, again, it has that fullness where it's not bunching up in the back. Great.
I love it.
Yay, thank you. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the link below or going to my website, michellemoquin.com, where you can subscribe there and get tips and tricks and all sorts of special deals that I give only to my subscribers. Until the next time, stay true to your authentic style, no matter how it changes and evolves. And I promise you will always look and feel your best. Bye for now.
Bye.